Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and it's finally time to get the prime. Contain your excitement, whoever said that.
Me.
Oh, was it you?
Yes.
I thought it was Ted for a second. I don't know why.
No, I'm not nearly that enthusiastic about Prime.
It's my favorite Metroid game.
You should.
It's not like it's a bad game. It's just I can't really get all that enthusiastic about it. And John, what is this? Why is there no 100% save file on this memory card?
Because this is post-memory card wipeout.
Why isn't there a 100% save file on this memory card? I assume that would be like the first thing you do.
No, we're getting melee stuff back.
Okay, the second thing you do.
Well, that's
getting
forever.
melee stuff back and getting everything back in Resident Evil 4, even though
The third thing you do. You're splitting hairs here.
What about what happens when your Soul Calibur 200% save file goes?
Please don't remind me of that. I'm pretty much just gonna download save files from the internet at this point.
I
not
missed
for
that save file.
Not for this game. This game I love too much to cheese my way through it. With that said,
I remember when this was first shown in like 2001. Everyone went nuts.
Weren't people all upset that it was going to be an FPS at first?
everyone was gritting at their teeth at the FPS approach at first because, you know, like, Metroid's Metroid, not Halo. You know, well, no, even Halo, was Halo a launch title for Xbox?
It was the only reason why anyone bought the system.
You know, everyone was extremely nervous when this game was first released because, you know,
First person.
You had the awesomeness of Super Metroid, and Metroid Fusion was being teased around the same time this game was, and Metroid Fusion was truer to Super Metroid than this game looked, and everyone's like, oh, this game's gonna fucking blow. And then this finally came out, and my favorite sequence right here is the, you know, I love that shot of Samus right there, you know.
Everyone went nuts when she appeared.
Yeah, I'm already geeking out. We're already 2 minutes in, but as soon as the game
She
came
looked
out...
fantastic, if a little disproportionate.
Well, the armor's fucking huge in this game. The shoulders,
Yeah.
my god.
Well, there's a surprising amount of detail put into it, seeing as you only see the actual armor for maybe 10 minutes of a 6-hour game.
Not even.
With all the cutscenes included. Well, you can pause the game and look at it. So,
Yeah.
Oh look, we got a badass over here, not even locking onto those things.
So
I'll be getting forward to the process of how exactly I'm handling this playthrough after we finish with this part, because this part is pretty much by the
tutorial.
It's the tutorial part, yeah. That's pretty much all it is.
And according to interviews, the game's control totally sucked until Miyamoto visited and came up with the control by himself.
I remember when I first got Metroid Prime, I believe it was a Christmas gift. When I figured out that pressing X made you in the morph ball, I spent like good 5 minutes just rolling around on that deck in the morph ball. Whee!
Just keep rolling.
You know, honestly, I like Metroid Prime, but I don't like first-person perspective in games. So honestly, whenever I get the chance, I morph ball my way everywhere, simply because third person.
I can understand that. It took me years to beat the game just because this was the first-person game I ever really played. So
What?
well, unless if you count the first-person sections in Banjo-Tooie, which take like 5 minutes. But this was really the first...
GoldenEye?
I didn't have GoldenEye.
Ugh.
My cousin had GoldenEye.
We're
But
old,
this
John.
is the first
We're
real
old.
first-person game that I played, so it really disoriented me, and
Doom?
it took me, it
Wolfenstein?
put me off from the game at first.
Right.
So it took me years to beat it.
Right, to be more accurately, you're old. I didn't grow up with GoldenEye either. Sorry, buddy.
God damn it. Doom? Wolfenstein?
Also, I missed this map the first time I played.
The game points it out to you.
Well, yeah, generally that, but
Why aren't you stepping in it?
Because he
John,
doesn't need it.
I don't need it.
John, what are you doing?
You
John.
only need to scan it for it to count. You do not need to step into it in order to count for towards your logbook.
You never at any point need to get any map whatsoever.
But it's
Yeah.
helpful.
I don't fucking need it.
Well,
I
you play
know
the game
what
enough times as I have. You don't really need
I
it.
don't-
Are you
know-
going to do that every single time?
Maybe.
This won't be happening in Prime 2, I'll tell you that much.
Well, look, Ted, if it makes you any better, okay, let's get into the schematics of this commentary, because this is going to pretty much be the opposite of Fusion. This is a 100% run, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting everything in this game.
Except the fucking maps.
Who
Why?
needs the map?
I'm scanning everything that can be scanned. Well, that's important to scan anyway. And I'm getting every single item expansion in this game. So, Ted, you know, I apologize for Fusion, but you're a bitch.
Okay, but now that just makes the map room thing even worse because you get everything else. Why?
Don't need the map, Ted. I know where I'm going.
Especially for the Orphean Frigate, it's a one-way trip.
Yep. Little homage to the original Metroid right there. That enemy will never bust out of that cage, in case you're wondering.
It just sits there.
It just sits there, then disappears.
Are any of you guys the type of people who read all of the pointless yellow orange
Yes.
Yeah,
I
when
do.
When I first played this game, I read every single one of these scan entries.
Yep.
Which is the only way you're going to get any sort of backstory in this game.
It was
There's
interesting.
But
Yeah, although
I was going to say
alt at the beginning though,
I
because
was actually going to say I actually like this approach to storytelling in this
Yeah.
game. You know,
It's there if you want to go and look at everything.
yeah, and
If you just want to run around and shoot and collect
At
everything.
this rate,
you
I
can
might
do that.
as well just mute my mic and do something else, because Johnny's going to say everything I have to say.
I love this game.
Me too.
I know, I really do. My second favorite Metroid game
My
in
favorite.
the series, next to Super Metroid.
And I put this up there with one of the easily in the top 3 games of the entire console generation it came out on.
I really do love Metroid Prime, but I've never actually beaten the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone
It's
gets
like
to the
every time
collect
I
the
do, I
12
get
artifacts and
sidetracked.
gives up.
Well, admittedly, this took a bit of breathing room to set up for a bit. You know, I would approach this game similar to actually how I'm going to approach Majora's Mask later down the road. You know, I had to plan out ahead, and I had to do some research on where these items were, because this playthrough you're watching, it's 100% run, but the last time I did a 100% run for Prime was years ago. So I actually want to bring a mention to someone here. If you guys are ever familiar with the YouTube channel Shadow Mario 3, who does awesome 100% walkthroughs of every Metroid game. They're not speedruns, mind you, they're just normal walkthroughs. I actually looked at his videos for reference to refresh my memory and to plan out certain routes. So if you guys get the chance, check out his channel. And,
Don't watch our videos, just go watch his.
well, I would. Okay, if you want a fantastic 100% one, watch our fusion. Oh wait.
Quick, John, beat him before the stage flips upside down.
We already played Brawl 10.
Well, you can beat him in about 5 seconds if you know what you're doing.
Which I'm going
Okay,
to do.
so okay.
You
Well,
have to
that
scan
will
it,
make
though.
my story even funnier. I tried to get a friend of mine who doesn't play a lot of games to play Metroid Prime. It took him no joke, a half an hour to beat the Parasite.
What?
Half an hour.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
no,
but-
I would
Yeah.
not joke.
What?
I don't even remember what he was doing or why he sucked that
the first
bad.
time I played this game, I still beat him in like 2 minutes.
How old was your cousin?
It wasn't my cousin, it was a friend of mine.
It's a friend
How
of
old were we? I think we were like 13, 14 maybe? Yeah, I don't remember why. Maybe it's just because he wasn't really used to the control scheme. Because as good as this game is, it's not. It takes a little bit to get
What's
the.
that? See enemy, shoot enemy?
There's a bit of a learning
It's
curve.
just
It's not the
fascinating.
most.
There's less of a learning curve than there is for an actual FPS, because you don't actually need to aim.
Very true. This game's control scheme, though, I really do love for its simplicity, because
it works really
I've
well.
I've reached the point in my career of games, it's a career by the way, of
Now it is.
where every first-person shooter that I play, or games that are similar to first-person shooter setup, I'm used to having the right analog stick as a means to control the camera.
Yeah.
And, using the left analog stick to either strafe or aim. But Metroid Prime, I have absolutely no problem going back to. I know psychologically,
it feels natural.
the C stick is used to switch weapons.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything but that, and and I love it for that. And it kind of helps that you don't need to actually aim.
I still prefer Prime 3.
Prime
No.
3 is fine in and itself, but I still think this is the better control scheme.
Yes.
I like being able to aim. You can aim and move a little bit more freely in Prime 3.
Well,
So I like that.
I should give Prime 3 a little more credit, because Prime 3 does give you the option of reverting back to Prime 1 for the most part. You can lock onto enemies, but you still got to manually point at them in Prime 3. But it's
It's
kind
not
of
like
like
my pointer's just default in the middle of the screen anyway, so it's not like that's really a big deal.
yeah. Well, I'm talking about if you have the free aim system on, you can't like lock on sight to the enemy itself. You still got to point at it, but you can change that in the options menu. So you're kind of like getting the best of both worlds in that sense.
Yeah.
I never had I always had the lock-on ability turned on whenever I played Prime 3.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't have it on.
But I love the lock-on system in this so much because it allows for faster-paced action. You know, it's like
Metroid's not about the shooting.
It's not about the shooting, but you're given the option to blow through these enemies as fast as you can if you able to utilize lock-on well enough, which is not very hard to do, mind you.
Yep.
Oh, hello, recurring boss character. I see you're still alive.
Oh, look at that! Samus is just staring at him and not doing anything.
She doesn't know how to assess this. She doesn't have a good shot. I don't think so, anyway.
She only has the power beam.
kind of-
Power beam's never been good against Ridley.
He's kind of outside the space station, like looking in through a sunroof.
I always thought that he was just up on those rafters.
No, he's above some glass, so...
It looks
Yeah.
like he was up on. I can't. It's kind of hard to tell. I need to look.
It's somewhat hard to tell in this video quality, or at least in my video quality. But yeah, it is. There is like roof and stuff. Because space stations need to keep their
plot.
Whoops.
No.
Okay, so Samus can handle missiles, Metroids, laser beams, but just tapping the back of a wall is enough to turn her suit off.
That is one badass wall. That is the proto form of spiked wall man.
No wonder why Dr. Wily.
Son of a bitch.
I wonder why Dr. Wily hasn't invented yet. It takes so much effort.
I
In any
think that
event.
might be the most bullshit cause of losing all of your armor.
Yeah,
Ever
at least in
series.
2 it has ding.
I just either. For me, here's the problem. I know that they're trying to justify having all of our weapons gone and stuff, but being honest, I'd rather that they either A, just let us keep some of the weapons like they do in Prime 3, or B, just not have us have any of the weapons, like in Super Metroid.
Just start off bare from the start.
Either don't explain it or don't tease us like this.
It's a taste of power.
Well, not really, since you only have like bare minimum equipment. You get all this shit back within an hour.
Well, but I think it helps though, because you play the beginning of this game, you have the missiles, you have the charge beam, you have.
Well, that fills my blow shit up quota of the day. I guess this planet gets to live.
But you have all those weapons and you have all those techniques, and then it's stripped away from you. As a Metroid veteran, you're pissed, obviously, but as a newbie, you want all that shit back.
Yep.
So I think it helps that he's like, okay, well, I'm naked, but now I have to go get my stuff back as well as chase this space pterodactyl down.
I think it's just the method with which you lose all your stuff is just what pisses me off.
Oh yeah, that's still bullshit no matter what.
Yeah.
Because this is, I think, probably the most bullshit excuse of that in any game ever.
No, still other M.
Also, wow.
That
That Samus just happened to pick the one area that's like a hub connected to every area you need to go through in the game.
She's done
Considering
this
how
before.
huge this planet is.
She's done this before.
She just blind fired her ship straight down the planet and happened to hit the bullseye.
No, space
Woot.
GPS.
Okay, yeah, well, think about how huge this planet is. Samus just said that she lost Ridley. What if he was on a completely different continent at this point?
Well, I kind of
Yeah,
think
that's what I'm
he
getting.
is. Oh, that's the other part.
Although, John, is that you?